ITV, certainly the best.
Top on the list of the initiates was the eldest son of the Esama of Benin and former governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Nosakare Igbenedion. 11 of his siblings, namely Bright Ayamekwe Igbenedion, Honorable Charles Osenwige Igbenedion, Peter Osawari Igbenedion, Dr. Fred Osanwi Igbenedion, Barrister Mike Osarene Igbenedion, Efosa Douglas Igbenedion, Ukbonwa Enes Igbenedion, Osawe Igbenedion, Edosa Igbenedion, Dr. Daniel Omorige Igbenedion, Agbon Steve Igbenedion, as well as the Executive Director Operations, ITV and Radio, Chief Elder Ugbeide Nwonse. It was a vital aspect of Okada community's cultural heritage, which emphasized the significance of age, responsibility, and community service. Over 50 notable sons of Okada were also initiated. According to tradition and customs, those initiated, dressed in white traditional attire, were made to undergo some rituals, while the Odionwe pronounces blessings on them and assisted them to take a seat with the elders.
is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin Aqua seed. Ayo or Aqua Game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua Game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
ITV, certainly the best.
It's great to have you join us on yet another fresh episode on the program Law and You. We always take our time to elucidate some concepts that seem blurry in the eyes of the viewers. And of course, it's a beautiful time out to also look into another concept. This is an everyday thing that we always go through. And of course, every now and then, there's always a need for us to exercise our rights as citizens, most especially on the topic, the rights of the citizen during police stop and search. This is an exercise that we experience every day, but do the citizens have the rights as regards not to be searched, or what could be the legal boundaries for the police officer to demand a search on your vehicle or your bag or your phone? Well, all of this will be what we're going to be looking at today on the program Law and You. My name is Philip Omo-Gyukbo. Welcome on board with me. Discussing this with me, I have a civil rights activist, and of course he is a legal practitioner, talking about Barrister Ireye Fidelix. Good to have you join me, Barrister Fidelix.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, well, there are so many things we look at when it comes to the rights of the citizens, yes. And this happens to be the spotlight we're looking at today. But can you just give us an overview of the responsibility of the police in stop and search of a citizen?
Well, the stop and search of a citizen is allowed, but you cannot infringe on the right of the citizen. Like the stop and search by police is allowed by law, but not by infringing in the right of the citizen. Like some of the Nigerian police, they stop the innocent one, they search their phone, they search their bags, they search their bank app, which is not allowed by law. It is not allowed by law for police to stop and search an innocent citizen of the state or of Nigeria, unless by search warrant. That is only when something is allowed, or by court order. You cannot just stop people on the road and without a warrant, then you start searching their phone, you start searching their app, their bank app, you start searching their vehicle. It is not done. They only have the right of a reasonable suspicion. When there is a reasonable suspicion in the state, maybe crime has been committed, they have to alert the police that the direction of that person who committed that crime is within the direction where they are. That is only when they can stop and search. That is only when stop and search is allowed. For those that have committed crime or those that are about to commit crime, maybe at the time of really searching, they can find maybe arms or something that is incriminating. But apart from this, the police have no right to just stop people on the road, like what they are doing in Benin, in every corner of the Benin, searching the young people app, bank accounts, then their phones and their laptops is not allowed. And your way of dressing does not permit police to search you, to be taken as a reasonable suspicious person.
Or your hairstyle.
Yes, or your hairstyle, or your dreadlock, or the type of car you are carrying. No, it is not allowed by law. Maybe that is your way of living, or know where you are working. It is not allowed by law.
Okay, you just set the record straight, but yes. Well, let's paint a scenario, because that's what we see every day. You know, it's always important that we make sure that we understand what the law, says, and what our comportment should be when we are being, faced with such a situation. Now, are you saying that, being that there must be a search warrant, if at all they must search your vehicle or search your bag or your phone, what should be the attitude put up before the citizen? If he's being accosted, yes, should he demand for a search warrant?
Yeah, when a citizen is being accosted in any police checkpoint or anywhere, the first thing you ask, you must know the identity of the police who want to search you. You must know his identity.
What do you mean by know his identity? Okay. Ask for the name, the badge number,
and the station.
Oh.
If you refuse to declare it, you politely be silent. Say you will communicate to your lawyer. They will not do you anything. They will know that you know your rights. It is only when you are silent, because many Nigeria compromises. When you are silent, that is only they will be able to carry
take advantage of you.
You take advantage, do advantage over you. And also, you also have rights at the time of that search to carry out recording of whatever is going on.
Well, that usually they don't like it. Police officers during stop and search, they don't usually like it. So what about if you are being reprimanded for that?
That is why you will call.
Because I've been in situations where
many of our citizens, they are silent over their rights. If something arises, you call any human rights office, any NGO of the human rights. You call legal aids. They will be able to bail you out.
So there's nothing wrong if you have to use your phone
Yes, to record
the event,
public space. That
to
what the law
record the
says.
stop and search.
Yes, you have right to record.
You have right to do that.
You have right to record.
Okay, a situation where you are being accosted, what should be the first attitude by the citizen?
Yeah, the first attitude is that
To stay calm?
may I know the reason of my being sacked, the reason of. You must tell you the reason. Without
Okay.
that, the search cannot be carried.
Okay, but you do that while staying calm.
Yes,
because
you
we've seen
must be
situations where,
calmly, you
where
must be
some are being
polite.
accosted and then they lose their cool.
You must be polite. You must be polite.
You must be polite.
Yes.
Okay.
You must ask the enforcement agent the reason for your being searched. You have
Okay,
right.
okay.
It's your right.
But usually, we don't see police officers showing the search warrant when such a
What they
situation
are doing,
arises.
Yeah, what they are doing is illegal. It's because the citizen doesn't know their right. That is why we are here to tell them their right.
So what we are saying is that ideally, the police officer should show the search
The
warrant
search warrant.
in a public place, on the road, for instance.
Yes.
On the road, for
such
instance,
search.
if they suspect any vehicle, for
Yes.
instance, don't they have the discretionary
Yes,
rights also
when they
to search such vehicles? After all, they are law enforcement agents.
That is just
Must
the law.
they always have a search warrant for that? Don't they have such
No.
discretionary rights?
That is why I said earlier that if there is any suspicions, a reasonable suspicions,
Okay.
they have rights to stop.
So the police officer,
That's why when
the
you
police
said-
officer can
He
also
can-
use his discretion,
Yes, when there is a reasonable suspicions
and that must be
by
established.
the police, which will be established. Let's assume something happened. Something happened. They say, okay, there is Curtis fighting in so place. Last night there was a fever in so place. Then they have right. If that road, that area, to do search and stop and search, that is the reasonable suspicions they have.
If you are saying this, it then means that at every now and then, every police officer at a checkpoint could just peddle any excuse
No,
for which
no.
such
The
a citizen
excuse-
must be searched.
No, the
because
excuse-
he could just come up and say, well, there are issues. We've had some criminal elements around, so we want to make sure that we comb the area and make
No,
sure that
the area-
those who are around are searched.
No.
So they can just peddle any reason.
No, there is no way of peddling any reason. The reason being that before you search, you must be able to declare to the person you want to search the reason of your doing a suspicious, reasonable suspicious. You must tell the person you are reasonable suspicious of what happened, what crime that happens, or anything that happens, so. That is the only way you can. You cannot just stop people immediately as they do. They will stop the first car, follow the second one, like that, searching that happen. No. But as regard these three things, the dignity of a person is very, very important to law. Like that phone, searching phone, is not allowed by law. That one must be on warrant.
On warrant.
On warrant.
So police officers are not supposed to do that even on the road.
At all. They can't do that on the road. It's not allowed.
So even if they show a warrant on the road,
Yes, they have no right.
even if they show a warrant on the road to stop and
If they
search,
show warrant on the road, they'll
to
be
stop
allowed.
and search. No. It's one thing to have a warrant to stop and search, but it's another thing to search one's phone. I think that's too personal. Is it what can be done on the road, or when you just accost a citizen, or when there's a follow-up investigations?
There is no police commissioner can give a warrant for stop and search on phone.
No, exactly.
That is privacy. Phone is a privacy. Your bank account is a privacy.
I said there's a follow-up investigation on that.
Unless there is court order.
Oh, court order.
Unless there is court order, it is not possible for the commissioner to give police a warrant to go and invade people's privacy. It's not possible. People's dignity is not possible. And search must be carried out by agenda. It's only a woman that can search. It's only a police officer.
A female officer that can search a female.
Search a female.
Yeah.
It must be carried out accordingly. You must know the reason why you are being searched. You don't just surrender yourself to them. But you see in this place, maybe a bus is just coming from Achi to Benin. They will stop every person there. They start searching. I entered a vehicle when I was coming from a court. I entered private, public vehicle.
Yeah.
A lot of students were in the vehicle. They stopped us at Uga. I reacted. They were saying, stop and say, I said, why? You don't do that. Where is your warrant? Where is your warrant of searching all the young boys? They say they are the one committing crime. On what way? Who alleged them?
The Gen Zs.
Yes.
That's what they say.
Who alleged them? Is it because of their dressing? Does dressing make you a crime person? It's the way of his life. His style of life. That's how they live them. They say, lawyer.
You saved the day.
They say, you are lawyer. You are enemy of police. Then
saved the day.
all of us, we left. The problem with Nigeria is that they are silent. Even those that know the law, they are silent. They don't talk. The only way you can move the country to bring a change is when you speak out.
Well, that's the essence of this program, and that's why this topic is on the spotlight for you to air your opinion, basically. And of course, when you are being accosted, there's nothing wrong if you ask questions and, of course, demand for a search warrant. Basically, that's the essence of knowing your right as a citizen, and that's why this program is going out for you to, be educated on your rights. I'm Philip Omogyukon, and I've been speaking with a legal practitioner, Fidelis Airayi. We take a short break. Do stay. Good to have you join us. The program is still Law and You, and I still have my guest, a legal practitioner, in the person of Fidelis Airayi. Now, let's look at the right to remain silent, because usually when the police officer is accosting a citizen during stop and search, they do ask questions. Is it the right of the citizen to keep mute? Or at what point should he be demanded to speak in terms of answering questions of the police officer?
That is a very good question. When they start stop and search, those that know the law, when they ask them, they bounce on them, although they have no search warrant. What you do, if you have an ID card, you give them your ID card and give them your name.
Yeah.
You finish it. Any other question you can keep in mute.
Oh.
You tell them, because any question that will incriminate you, you have to be silent over it. What you say is that, okay, I will inform my lawyer.
Good.
That ends the story. They will leave you. That's why I said Nigeria, because they are being silent. The next thing you see, our young men, even the people, they will start giving money, bailing themselves, which is not allowed.
Well, basically, they always say bail is free, but have you witnessed such?
Yes, really, bail is free. It depends on the person in the that is handling the matter. If it is a lawyer that compromise, they compromise with police, the bail won't be free. They will negotiate. But like me, I've gone to police station several times. Those that follow me there, it's free.
Okay.
It's free.
Okay. At what point can your vehicle, for instance, be arrested during stop and search?
He can only be arrested if they find incriminating things inside, like gun.
Oh.
Like gun. That is the basic.
Because the vehicle can be arrested alongside the occupant or the driver.
No, only the driver.
Only the driver.
The person who committed the offense.
Probably he didn't commit it. Probably he just found that the item was in his vehicle, and he doesn't know how the items got there. Because we've seen situations where even during stop and search, because some are used to, you know, opening the boot, using the lever and just by their car seat, and without even coming out and see what the police officer is doing behind. So we've seen situations where, you know, something happens and they find incriminating evidence in such vehicles, even without the driver knowing how it got there and who put it there. But the police officer can just say, well, we found this in your boot.
But
that's another reason why it's important for the driver to not just to open the boot, but also to be there while the police officer is searching the boot or the vehicle.
It's very, very important. You know, that is why if there is really a search warrant to any place, when the police come there, maybe there's a search warrant in your house, they come to your house for a search warrant. Before the police enter, you search him first.
You search the police officer first?
So that there be no incriminating things you will drop.
Okay, that means the citizen has a right to search the police officer.
Yes, but the one they are doing on the road there is very, very illegal. It's illegal. No commissioner can give police a warrant to be searching people for
vehicles or boats.
Vehicles on the road. It's only the traffic, police traffic, officer traffic in charge of traffic that can search these particulars and others.
Exactly where I was coming to, because I asked the question, at what point can one's vehicle be arrested? Well, but if your particulars are not correct or expired, can such a vehicle be arrested?
Yes. Such vehicle can be arrested for you to renew your license.
Is it by impounding the vehicle?
You know, with Nigeria system, they will take it to the station.
Yes.
As you pay all those penalty, they release it from there because of the bail.
When you say pay,
that is why.
Okay, but are such payments supposed to be made?
No, immediately
because it's expected that
immediately you renew your this thing, you pick the vehicle away.
Okay.
That is for only traffic police and road safety. They are the people that have power over such things.
Okay, to search your vehicle particulars.
Yes, particulars.
Only the traffic police?
The traffic police.
But we usually see
the other one they are doing is illegal.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's illegal.
All right.
Traffic police have right. You will see them. You know traffic police easily, the way they dress and all these things. All these MTD police. They have right to say.
A lot of things that we see really are not supposed to be, but what then will be the attitude of such a citizen, for instance, who is held by a police officer that does not have the right to, you know, demand or search the vehicle particulars?
Even
what should be the attitude of the citizen?
The police knew. As at the time the police want to carry out the search, you tell him, are you a traffic warden? Are you this thing? He will answer.
The citizens can ask such questions?
Yes, they have right. You have right. That's what I'm saying. Silence is our major problem. With this program, I see many people will be aware of their rights. If they are able, not only knowing the right, but able to carry it out. Only to carry it out. Because many Nigerians were living in silence.
Okay. So going forward, let's look at a way to ameliorate the plight of these citizens whose rights have been violated, infringed upon. Situations where, you know, their phones are being searched illegally. You spoke about the invitation of civil rights activists to speak for them and all that.
Yes,
but how? Yeah, exactly. How can you just give us a process of how such an officer or case can be prosecuted?
Yeah, you see, since the law have already embarked that they have no right under anti-torture law, then you can sue them. You can sue the police.
Suing the police is expensive.
Yeah, it's not that expensive, but at the end of
what's
the
process?
Case, you must
is it by approaching the court?
Yes,
or
approaching
you
the
must
court.
first approach the police station.
No, you approach the court. It's the court.
When you are being accosted wrongly by a police officer, you approach the court?
Yes.
What court?
For the High Court, for fundamental human rights. You sue them.
Who do you see at the High Court?
You sue the police.
Who do you see at the High Court? Because you say if you just walk to the High Court?
No, it's the lawyer.
What do you
The
do?
lawyer you met or legal aid. I say you meet human rights, legal aid.
They always at the court?
No, they have offices.
Okay.
Which all the citizens know.
Okay.
They have offices. They will sue on the behalf of that person.
Okay, but it's not clear when you say the citizens can approach the court.
No, I said they can approach
the civil rights activists.
Civil rights activists.
Okay.
They can meet all those NGO, human rights,
NGOs, okay.
legal aids.
Okay, legal aids.
They'll be able to carry it out for them.
All right. Thank you very much for taking out time to be part of this. But can we just have your final words on this segment as regards how to, make it right for stop and search of citizens without having issues with the law enforcement agents? Your final words.
My final word is that when they stop you on the road, yes, the first question you ask, what are you searching me for? What is the purpose of this search? The police must let you know. Thereafter, you identify yourself to the police. If you have ID, you show the police.
What about if when you are demanded to make some payment, for instance?
After that, no, you will refuse. Police, when you insist, police.
When you know after making the payment, you'll be set free.
No, we know. After that, where you will know that you know your right, after that, you will ask the police question about his ID. What is your name? What is your service number? And your station. From there, we know you know your right. He will leave you. It will end there because you know it's an illegal act. When you get these three things, you can take it to anywhere to injure him.
All right. Thank you very much, Barrister Fidelis Ayereye. Yes, I got it right?
Yes.
All right. So that's it on the program Law and You, as we dealt strictly on the topic, which is the rights of the citizen during police stop and search. We will be looking at the aspect of protests by citizens, consequences, and of course, legal boundaries this time next week. Bye for now.